It's time.
No hesitation, no doubts.
That's it? That's it. I got it.
And now a word for
Ron and Fez.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Good evening, buddies. It's the Ron and Fez with a long porch tonight, Fezzy. We've got the 7 o'clock hour live now, so we'll be here tonight until 11 o'clock.
This is nice. We added onto our porch.
Yeah, it really is. It gives us a better view.
And it's nice. There's more room to sit. It's nice to be out here on the deck.
The only problem is I found out we have to dig a new well. So it's always something. It's always something that you're dealing with.
Well, as long as we didn't cross the property line.
Well, what are you going to do?
The U.S. transferred power to the new Iraqi interim government today, 2 days earlier than expected. That's to throw off the insurgents.
Yeah, great idea. Well, Fezzy, a national nightmare is over. The boys will be coming home, and all is well in the world. Wow, that was a rough one, but it's done. Democracy is now in Iraq, and we can all feel good about it.
Oh, it's not done. 138,000 troops have to stay there.
Yeah, I know. And this is what the president had to say today, that it looks like coalition forces will support a possible decision by the new Iraqi leadership to declare martial law to deal with the violence and terror attacks. He says that Iraqis know what we know. The best way to defend yourself is to go on the offense. So it's great that we're teaching that rule of thumb to people out there. The best way to defend yourself is to attack.
So we went 2 days early because we didn't want any trouble from the insurgents.
Yeah, because we didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
Martial law, because we don't want any trouble out of the insurgents.
Yeah.
And I also heard that we may put off those pesky elections in Iraq because we don't want any trouble with the insurgents. This doesn't sound like this interim government wants to be very interim.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Sometimes I just feel like the word insurgents needs to be just changed to people.
The citizens.
So we can start and understand it.
A couple things I was thinking watching the coverage today is, when are we going to put up the Mission Accomplished banner?
Yeah.
Because that should still be fresh and rolled up nicely in the White House somewhere.
It would be great if we used the same banner. For everything. I mean, what do you think that banner would go on eBay for now? When you find out how much, Babe Ruth's cleats went for, how much would that banner be worth to you?
Every bit as much as a Dewey Beats Truman newspaper.
I'm telling you right now, I bet Bush wishes he had it back. I wish he goes, God, if I could turn back time.
I also thought, all right, how long, as these new Iraqi guys are smiling, the new prime minister and the new president, and they're shaking hands, one in a suit, one dressed in his shake wardrobe. I was wondering, how soon before we have to take these people out?
Yeah, it'll happen before you know it, before they just turn and have angry teeth. It's like 28 days. It's like the movie 28 Days. As soon as you feel like you're friendly with somebody, they get bit and they turn on you, and they're zombie people.
And then, of course, I thought, you know what? This should be a bigger deal. The Iraqis have their country back from the evil Saddam Hussein. I was really expecting it to look more like that last scene of The Phantom Menace, where the fat frog guy holds up a big glowing globe, and, and there's a parade, and there's flowers, and there's camels marching in the streets.
You're the only person that really recalls how that film ended. Most of the people were already walking out.
Well, I looked over at you to see how you liked it, and you had gone.
Yeah, I left.
And the worst part was you were my ride.
I said to myself, wait a minute, George Lucas directed this. This is painful. All right, Fezzy, the militants killed a missing soldier over there. That's just on CNN.com right now. It just popped up. So it's still a rough, awful situation for our guys.
Yeah, that was the private first class Matt Malpin, who had been missing, I think, since April. And they just weren't sure if he had been captured or not.
Oh, just a nightmare.
So they got the confirmation on that.
All right, Michael Moore's new movie, Fahrenheit 9/11, brought in an amazing $21 million at the box office, making it the first documentary ever to open at number one. It had less than 1/3 of the theaters that the big Hollywood movie this weekend had, White Chicks, and still was the number one grossing film for the weekend. It also, I believe, made more money than Bowling for Columbine did during its entire run.
Yeah, so, at first I would think, all right, what's the big deal? You beat White Chicks. Yeah. But then you are in a third, you only have a third of the theaters.
You have a third of the theaters. You're in summer movie time and basically coming out with a documentary, a political documentary. So it's a pretty amazing feat, no matter what you think of the film.
If Hollywood spoke to the White House or vice versa, I think there probably would have been a move to get Spider-Man 2 out this weekend, so that they didn't have to go up against White Chicks was the competition.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people in Hollywood willing to make the move for President Bush. I don't know how many friends he has out there other than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
They were thinking of re-releasing Geely up against Fahrenheit.
All right, Fezzy, bad news for the president that this film did so well, or did just the hardcore people go to see it anyway?
I think it was just the hardcore people went to see this.
I still think that that's bad news for the president because it's almost right now against President Bush a real fever. You know what I mean? Like, people are not just going, oh, I'm going to vote against him, but people are actually thinking, I'm going to campaign against him. I'm going to try to talk to my brother-in-law. I'm going to talk to my crazy sister-in-law to get her moving, and it's just now got people at a fever pitch. That's a difficult thing when you're the president, and you're trying to get past this next election, which is going to be tight no matter what.
They have such a thin amount. I think they think only 21% is probably undecided in this race, which is a small amount for a presidential election.
Right.
But if any of those fence sitters go into that movie, I think I know which side of the fence they're going to fall over on.
How can you be a fence sitter? One way or the other. This is really not the times. I can't imagine anyone sitting around going, well, I'm going to wait for the debates. I don't know. I don't have a single friend that isn't squarely behind the president or 100% against him. Everyone that I know is really divided hardcore.
Yeah, it's like it would have to be someone like that guy we talked to last week where he goes, I just don't want to watch the news.
It's got to be stupid people if you want to just be kind about it.
Well, it'd be my mother.
It's got to be really stupid people. And not to say that they're not out there, but I was reading some poll stuff on John Kerry, and it's like amazing amount of people who must not pay any attention at all to the news. It's something like 70% have no idea he was a Vietnam War hero. Something like 50% had no idea that he's Catholic. Just not following even in the slightest amount.
People too dumb to get on jaywalking.
Too dumb, or maybe just saying, I give up. I have nothing to do with anything.
What happens is all the candidates look alike to people. People don't see a difference between one skull and bones guy and another skull and bones guy.
I think there's a difference this time. A lot of times that works out for you, but I really think if you take a hard look at this, you could say, I see some differences there, some big ones.
Did you see where they said Teresa Heinz Kerry is worth $1 billion, not that $500 million?
Yeah.
Because that's just cheap money.
She's just getting richer by the second. Every moment that goes by, I just feel like she's just making nice moves for herself.
I would like to look into that, if Michael Moore wants to check out her ties with the Saudis or whatever, because they said the thing that put her over $1 billion was her 3 nonprofit organizations. And I'm thinking, for nonprofit, that's another $500 million on top.
Imagine if she started going for a profit. She'd really be in the dough.
It's all in ketchup packets. Apparently, they sell better than the bottles.
Yeah, well, that's because you're selling them straight to restaurants. McDonald's doesn't care.
Ralph Nader called Michael Moore fat after not being invited to the 9/11 premiere.
All right, so fatty made a movie and I don't care. It's basically what he yelled, like a junior high school girl. This is what Nader has to understand. He doesn't want to back you at all this time. He's afraid of you. He doesn't even want you showing up.
And after what happened to me this weekend, I don't think Michael Moore is all that fat anymore. I was at a party yesterday.
Yeah.
Someone was pointing to me and used this reference to ask who I was. Who's the Michael Moore-looking guy? Because
Wow.
I had on a baseball cap and glasses.
Yeah, you got to watch that walk, Fezzy. You've already got the big beard.
Let me ask you something and be honest.
Yeah.
Do I have a weight problem?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. You're a rail. As a matter of fact, I was saying this to Wonder Boy. I wish the Fez would put on a few pounds because we're starting to worry about you. The problem probably was that baseball cap. That makes everybody look heavier.
Maybe I misunderstood and they said Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah, that was probably it.
Oh, I feel much better now.
No,
My name's hurt.
Yeah, but do yourself a favor. Stay away from the baseball cap. It doesn't work for you.
I'll put one on later for you. Just see what you think.
All right, Fezzy, Vice President Dick Cheney says that he has no regrets of telling Senator Leahy to F himself. The BP said it felt great, and it was long overdue and appropriate. What do you think? Appropriate?
I can't imagine how it was appropriate. That third one I really have a problem with. It was appropriate to tell a senator on the Senate floor to go F himself.
Yeah.
See, I don't think appropriate.
See, I have no problem with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little different when it comes to this. I wish they would use it more. I wish that the president would just drop the F-bomb sometimes when talking to the country. Would just say, look, we're going to have to tighten our effing belts on this one, kids.
I like the attitude, finally, though, of, hey, he had it coming. I've been wanting to say that for a long time, and if the rest of you knew Leahy, you'd say it to him, too.
Yeah, because you're so used to that wishy-washy Dick Cheney who's always apologizing for what he did. We're going to take a break here. We are live tonight. It's the brand new hours. We're Monday nights. We've got 4 live hours. We'll be back in just a few moments. It's the Ron and Fez Show.